obviously people hear the word exorcism and they see my name and they see the images from the trailer, they think it's one thing, but the fun is that, you know, it unfolds in a way that you probably never expected. I mean, I remember I went to see District 9 thinking it was an alien invasion movie and came out going, that was a beautiful father-son story.
I mean, what do you think it is about that style that lends itself to scaring people?
Well, when you're shooting something in that docu-style, there's no fourth wall. The audience becomes the camera. We are the point of view of the cameraman. And you don't feel the safety of the distance of the special effects and the lighting and certain things that scare you, but in a way continually remind you that you are watching a movie. When you're watching a documentary, even though you know it's not real, and we're not saying it's real, it feels more real. And it's actually an incredible style when there's a director that embraces it and understands how to use it. I mean, obviously Blair Witch and Wreck, I think, did it brilliantly, Cloverfield, but if you've ever seen Peter Watkins' film Punishment Park, it's from 1971. It's terrifying and very disturbing and feels real. And that's the fun, is that when you have a director like Daniel Stamm, who really, really understands how scary it can be when you catch these subtle, real things, you can have a very, very, very effective movie. And you can do it at a cost, and you can find new actors. You know, you don't need established stars. You can find great actors that will, you know, hopefully become stars from this film. When I read the script, the writers Huck Bacco and Andrew Gerlin were attached to direct it. And I loved their movie Mail Order Wife. And I'd actually been at film school at NYU with Huck and was a fan of his student films. So their kind of pseudo-doc style, they understood it so well. What I loved about the script was I had no idea where it was going. I was certain it was one thing, and then I turned to the manager and go, oh my God, the characters were so well written and so well defined. It didn't feel like, you know, most of the horror scripts, they'll set up a character in a joke or two and then they get killed off later. But this really is a character piece and a psychological thriller and a drama, and I just thought it worked on so many levels. And the creeps slowly, slowly build. It's a really slow burn kind of creep, and to the ending you're just like, oh my, you're just tense for everybody. I was shooting Inglourious Bastards was when we were about to start prep on Last Exorcism, but then Huck and Andrew's movie The Virginity hit, which is very funny and comes out in September, got greenlit, so we were left without a director, and I thought for a minute, should I direct it? And I thought, no, I want to produce, I want to help young filmmakers get their break. I want to help other movies get made. That I'd like to be able to make 5 movies a year where I'm directing 1 and producing 4, and I thought this is my test as a producer. Like, either I'm going to make it or I can't just be the default guy every time. And we're so lucky we found Daniel Stamm, because I think he made a film that was just so much more imaginative, inventive than I could have ever done, because he was obsessed with the material and the way you need to be when you're directing it. We did not shoot this with a rating in mind. We said, let's make the best, scariest movie. And you can feel it when there's too much gore, because suddenly it becomes about that, and it's like, you feel like you're showing off your makeup effects and takes you out of the story. And actually in editing, we thought, you know what, this could be PG-13. And Lionsgate, when they bought the movie, said, we're going to submit this to the ratings board. If they want to cut the balls off it, we have no problem going rated R with this movie. Just so happened we came back at PG-13. We had very good discussions with them about that. But, you know, the story, there's no nudity. It's set on this farm of this religious family, so they wouldn't be swearing. And a lot of the violence, it's not really about that. It's much creepier, more psychological film. To me, it's one of those things that I sort of want to believe in, but I'm scared exists. But it's really, that's what the film does, really shows that clash of religion and science. It doesn't take sides, it just lets them fight it out. So I've always been fascinated by it.